Hey there, Shaz. So you're interested in opening an LLC? Well, today I'm going to share with you how you can open one with little to no money. That way, if you're interested in creating your own business or you want to start selling products on Amazon and you want an LLC, I'm going to give you that to you because I was actually able to create my own LLC here in January and I want to provide you as much value as possible. So with that being said, don't forget to smash the like button and follow if I end up bringing you any value. Now, before we dive in and how you can spend zero to no money on creating your LLC, I want to kind of explain what exactly is an LLC. The reason why I created an LLC and not an S Corp or a corporation is because I just need them to protect my personal assets. You can create an LLC as a sole prop or with a partner. But at the end of the day, the whole purpose of an LLC is to have your personal assets and the company's assets separated when it comes to any lawsuits. So for example, I have in my Amazon store and I sell products from retail and online. So let's say that one of those toys just exploded on one of my customers. That customer can actually come after me and sue me for selling them a product that exploded on them. But because I have an LLC, it will actually protect my personal assets. So this property that I own won't be touched. My car won't be touched. My bank account won't be touched. My stocks won't be touched. And the only thing that will be touched is exactly how much I have into that company, which will, of course, be based on what the court says, right? So that is exactly why that's the main benefit when it comes to an LLC, is you're protecting yourself and your family from any lawsuits attacking your income or your personal assets. Sorry about that. Now, with that being said, there are many tax benefits, and I will say that there are greater benefits when it comes to S corps and corporations. But to be honest, if you're going to be an Amazon seller like myself, all you really need is an LLC, or even if you become a YouTuber, a TikToker, you want to be able to protect your personal assets in case you do get sued for giving some sort of advice or something that the court can actually use against you. So that's the main thing when it comes to an LLC. Now, exactly how was I able to pay zero to almost nothing when it comes to my LLC? I'm gonna break it down and I'm gonna give this to Tommy Bryson because Tommy Bryson actually helped me through this whole process. I watched his YouTube video, but I want to give my own intake on how I was able to create my own LLC. And the first thing is, before you even start your LLC, you have to have a business mindset. Remember that tax write-offs means that you are basically paying nothing at the end of the day. You're still going to end up having to pay some sort of money up front because you're not making any income with your business. So just keep that in mind. But one thing that you can do is when you create an LLC, you're able to, I believe it's $10,000 here in Arizona, where you're able to write off startup costs when you start up an LLC. So your LLC is an expense, a startup cost, so you will be able to write it off. You're going to get that money back. Based on the profit you made. Even if you didn't make profit, you're able to still create that as an expense and a startup cost, which you should talk to a CPA on how all of that would work if you don't end up making any profit with your business. But I do want to say that what you are starting off with your LLC, you will be able to regain those that money that you invest in creating your LLC. And that's one of the things that many people beginning their own business don't understand, that most of the things that you're going to be doing is a tax write-off, and you have to have the mindset of, okay, I'm using it now, right? I'm putting in the principal now, but I'm going to get that principal back at the end of the day when I do my taxes. So now that we got that out of the way, I want to give you a little insight of different websites that you can use. You have the opportunity to go through all of these three that I'm about to provide you and see which one you would benefit the most from, depending on the state, because you will be paying a flat fee on all these three websites, but you will still have to pay your state fee, right, to be able to create that LLC. So that's the main thing that I want you to keep in mind, is you're going to be using a company that's going to help you prepare all of this, and then you just got to pay the state fee. Now, I will say how you're able to actually save from this at the end of the video, so please stay until the end, but I will show you exactly how you can get some money of that back. other than your tax write-off. So I will say that you can either use inkfile.com, right? And I will put it up here. So the flat fee that you will pay for one payment can either be 85, 234, or 384, right? And it tells you right there exactly how much the state's fee is or the package fee. There's another website that even Tommy Bryson uses, which is called Zen Business Plans. Theirs is a little bit cheaper, and he used it too, so of course you can benefit from it. The starter pack is $49, $199, or $299, and it shows you right here exactly what you're gonna get for the plan. And I will say that here in Arizona, like just having it all done, it goes from $350 up to $500. So being able to spend $299, which will be able to get reimbursed, and I will show you right now how to do that. So please be patient with me. You can use that too, or you can use LegalZoom. LegalZoom has over 4 million customers who have experienced their services, and their fees are pretty similar. The lowest one is $79 plus the filing fees of the state that you're in, because every state is different. So I can't just say like what I pay for here in Arizona is going to be similar to yours. But all of that is pretty much you pay a flat fee plus the state filing. Now, how exactly was I able to get all of that back other than it being a tax write-off? And I will say that Tommy gave me this idea, which is the same way you would do when you get a credit card. When you get an LLC, you're going to get a tax identification number, a EIN. That means that you're able to create a business account or a business checking account, right? All you're doing is having a checking account with this company. Now, you can choose whatever you want. I personally bank with Chase and Bank of America, but Chase has an offer that I benefited from, which is when you open a checking account with Chase, they give you $300 for just having a checking account with them. You have to do nothing else but have a checking account with them. So if you do end up going for example, Zen Business, and the premium, right, is everything you need to get an LLC, not only will you be able to use this as a tax write-off, but you'll be able to use the Chase checking account to pay for your LLC. Isn't that crazy? Like you literally created a legal entity by using your resources, right? By getting that deal from Chase or whatever bank you end up, you can probably get a bigger amount with Wells Fargo or American Express or Bank of America. I'm just saying that I used Chase and I was able to get those $299 back, plus have a tax write-off. Now, I will say that if you are an Amazon seller or you're beginning to this whole Amazon journey, I started as an individual sole prop, so I was doing a 1099 W-9 form. And I'm telling you that an LLC will protect you. On top of that, you have so many tax benefits that you're able to do with your company. And I know that $299 might sound like it's a crazy amount, but like I said, you can literally open an account the next day that you pay those $299, and then get that money from Chase and then pay off either your friend that gave you those $299 or your credit card. Just remember that I would also, sorry to cut you off right there, Jasmine. Now, if you're someone who is iffy about opening an LLC, the one that does give you back your money 100% guaranteed in 60 days is LegalZoom. So I would benefit from this if I was someone from not trying to figure out if I want an LLC or I want to do a sole prop or I want to try something different. But the thing is that with them, you can give them a call. They can inform you exactly the difference between each one before you actually pay for it, and you'll be able to cancel all of that in 60 days if you end up like paying for this. So in total, like, don't sue me when I'm about to say this, but it's not any advice, but I'm saying like you can literally open an LLC, open a Chase account, get those $300 and then cancel this. That sounds horrible, but it's true. But just keep that in mind that you're able to actually get that money back by simply opening an account with Chase. Now, this is just from an entrepreneur sharing my experience with you. There's many different ways that you can actually open an LLC. You can even go and price check different places around your town, right? if you feel like you're able to get it cheaper somewhere else than online, go ahead and shop around. It's the same process. Like I said, you can pay someone, and then let's say that you're only paying $150 for everything, then you're able to still open an account with Chase and still be able to like take that off. Personally, I think the biggest thing when it comes to LLC, the toughest part is paying the state fee, because like literally you're just paying like $80 for someone to do it for you, and the biggest expense is basically your state fees, right? Whether you're Arizona, California, Texas, New York, South Dakota, no matter where you're from, Arizona, I mean, the state does require you to pay a certain fee for you to open a legal entity business with their state. So that's pretty much it. It's not rocket science. It's just more of like which one can actually give you everything you need to create that LLC. If you don't want to use these 3 websites. And then from there, you can write it off as a tax write-off, and then you can also benefit from other banks that will actually be able to give you some cash back. Now, also remember that when you do get an LLC, you're able to actually sign up for business credit cards, and right there is another benefit too, because like as a original credit card company for personal, you still get some sort of cash back with that. So but yeah, that's pretty much it, and that's how I was able to get my LLC. Thanks to Tommy Bryson for giving me this. This is just my experience, and I was able to go through it all. One thing that I will say is that I did not know when I was opening my own LLC is that if you're going to become an Amazon seller or any sort of reselling, or you need or you want to do wholesaling, you need a resale certificate from your state. So that means that you're able to actually buy products and sell them. And I only paid $12 on that. I went to the Arizona Revenue, and they were able to get me through that whole journey. It's called TBT here in Arizona. Super simple. Just call the Revenue building from the capital that you're from, Arizona Revenue. It could be California Revenue. And from there, you're able to actually get your sales certificate. That just means that you're able to wholesale and buy products like that. But if you're going to be someone who's doing online or retail, you really don't have to worry about it. The LLC is just to protect you from your personal assets and your business. You want to separate them in case something does happen. But that's pretty much it. So hopefully I was able to bring you value. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button. Follow me on TikTok at Meet Jasmine. You can follow me on Instagram at Jasmine Bautista. But most importantly, always remember to be someone that makes you happy.